no ghosts. I don't think.
A little Ray Parker Jr. throwing around there.
Yeah, but one group is getting ready for its own investigation at one of the most haunted sites in the tri-state.
Gatekeeper Paranormal is holding a spirit hunt at Bobby Mackey's Music World.
Yes.
You're going to look for ghosts. That's where you go. The group is holding a public 5-hour investigation on Halloween night, and Laura Roland joins us now from that group. Laura, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So Bobby Mackey, when people talk about haunted places in the tri-state, Bobby Mackey's is pretty much the top of the list, right?
Yeah, it's had a reputation for a long time as being haunted. Yeah. And, you know, we're just carrying it on and letting everyone experience it.
Some people who I otherwise think are reliable human beings have said some things that they've seen and heard. And to talk about some of the things that people have relayed.
We get everything from shadow figures to audible voices that you'll just hear. I mean, you don't need any kind of special equipment or recorders. You'll just hear the voice. That happens a lot, especially lately. It's been happening a lot.
At Bobby Mackey's?
At Bobby Mackey's, yeah.
Oh. Maybe it's all that highway work being done on Highway 9 out there.
Well,
now, one of the things, and we warned Laura about this before we started, is you've got sort of the two skeptics, I think, here talking to you. So what, for two guys like us, how could you get us from skeptic to maybe not so skeptical about this? Because you're kind of a skeptic too, right?
I am absolutely a skeptic, but being there and having something happen might change your mind. So I think that's the way to change your mind, is you have to go down there in the basement, alone, in the dark.
What if I don't want to go?
Wait a minute. Well, you didn't say
You didn't mention alone. I know.
Now I want to go in the basement. Well, what have you seen? Give us an example of something you've seen, not necessarily at Bobby Mackey's, but any of the places you've been where it startled you.
Well, Bobby Mackey's, actually, this time last year, I saw what I believe was a full-bodied apparition.
Full-bodied?
Yeah. In other words, it looked like a human standing there, not a shadow. I couldn't see through him. He looked like a person. And he lasted a couple seconds, and then he was gone. I have no explanation for that.
Okay, now tell us how this is going to work. People can come to Bobby Mackey's at a designated time, and then what happens?
Right, it's on Halloween night at 9 o'clock. What we're doing is most of the time when people do investigations, they're with a paranormal group.
Right.
So an average person, such as yourselves, who aren't with a paranormal group, this gives you an opportunity to do an investigation with us without having your own group. So that's what we're doing.
Okay.
And I know we've got a few pictures that we can maybe show. So as some of these pictures pop up, why don't you tell us what's going on in some of the pictures? How about that?
This one, it looks completely black, I know that. But in the very center,
there's
a light spot. So the next picture is going to enhance that middle section.
Okay. Next picture.
There.
All
right.
What do you think it is? What does it look like?
Well, it looks like a head.
It is. It looks like a face. I mean, you can clearly see eyes, a nose, and a mouth. So that was taken upstairs in the apartment above the club.
Okay. I tell you what, Bobby Mackey's lends itself to this kind of stuff too. I mean, even on good night.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's a place. It's not spooky in that sense, but if you turn down the lights, it
would seem spooky.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other than night vision kind of stuff? Is there any other equipment that you guys use per se?
We have a lot of equipment. I don't use a lot of equipment. I think the best piece of equipment that you have is right here.
Yeah.
Your body, your senses, you know if something's off. So I usually just have myself and a recorder. But we do have all the gadgets that people see on TV that they can use.
What prompted your interest? What sparked your interest?
My whole life, I've always been interested in this. My grandmother's house in Fort Mitchell, I think, had something going on, because I used to experience things there when I was a kid.
Wait a minute. I don't live that far from Fort Mitchell.
But yeah, it did.
Okay. Now, do you still have room for anybody and everybody to come out? Do we need to register first if people
you
want to take part?
You do have to register and get a ticket on our website. And I'm actually going to offer anybody that mentions that they saw us on Local 12 will get $12 off their ticket.
Oh, well, how about that?
A little hometown discount there.
There you go. So if you want to join the investigation, you see right there, it's Halloween night from 9 until 2 in the morning. More information on how to join is on our website. Go to local12.com, click on the Get It link. And remember, if you mention you saw right here on Local 12 more about this event, you're going to get a little discount action there.
Yeah.
All right, Laura.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Laura. We'll be right back.